Okay, so if you've been playing Bridge of Western, you've probably realised that the game doesn't actually have its own in-game tutorial system yet. So instead of running around not knowing what to do, I'm going to be making this video to show you how to get started properly, how to make money, where to go, and how to get your first stand. Everything that you actually need to know starting from nothing. After spawning in, you'll want to make sure that you get used to your basic controls, such as your keybinds, your movement binds, and especially your horse controls. Your horse is going to be your main way of getting around the map, so make sure you know how to summon and control it properly because you're going to be using it a lot. After learning your keybinds, the first thing you'll want to do before anything else is make some money, or moolah as it's called in this game. You can earn moolah from 3 different ways as a new player. You can either kill other players for a small amount of moolah, but I wouldn't recommend this because it's quite risky. Or, the better option in my opinion, you can wait for zombies and bandits to randomly spawn. After killing them, you'll be awarded moolah and a chest. Or, the third way is, you can literally just beg people, but be careful because I've done this before. People have straight up just killed me. Now once you've got a little bit of money, you can make your way down to the fishing village by just following the train tracks no matter where you are. I'll put a picture of the map on the screen so in case you're ever lost you can find your way. This is the place where you can buy the fishing rod, the bait, and also where you can sell your fish. And fishing is honestly one of the best ways to make money in the game, so I would highly recommend doing it. Most of the time while fishing you'll just get fish, but there's also a small chance for you to reel in a chest. These chests can have some really good loot such as the dogbane herb, the rusted mare's leg, and some other items like the dynamite and smoke bomb. Once you've got enough money built up, you can head over to Ridgeby County, which is pretty much the main town of this game. Here you can buy guns, store your items, upgrade your horse, and you can even change your character's appearance. If you're looking to buy and upgrade your guns, you're going to want to come down to Moe's gun shop. Here you can buy a wide range of guns, but the two I would recommend for beginning is the Winchester Repeater and the Whitney Dragoon. Although as you do get more experience, I would recommend trying out other guns just to see which fits your playstyle the best. The bank is the place you'll want to go if you want to swap any of your guns out, as well as if you want to store any of your items because there are items that can be lost upon death. You can go to the tailors or the hairdressers to change how your character looks. You can buy new clothing and accessories or even change your hairstyle and hair colour depending on what you want. And literally while editing this video the game just updated to include a new NPC in the tailor's shop, which after bringing her a poncho blueprint she can give you an upgraded poncho. There's also the horse stables where you can go to buy or roll a horse. I would highly recommend buying a horse for over 1,000 moolah as well as looking out for her talking about speed in the horse's description. If you're not happy with the horse you can spend 20 moolah to re-roll it. And then finally there's the general store which sells a variety of miscellaneous items. However, the two I would recommend getting from here are the poncho and the cowboy hat. The poncho because it allows you to take reduced damage to the body, although your exposed limbs do take more damage. And the cowboy hat because it allows you to tank a headshot while you're wearing it. Now for the cards and tiers portion of the video, and these are actually really important. So there are 3 tiers in the game right now. Tier 1 gives you 1 card slot, Tier 2 gives you 2, and Tier 3 gives you 3 slots. Tiers are pretty much levels. Every time you level up you'll get a new tier and in result a new card slot. To get cards you'll want to find them with Witch's Hut, which you can find by just following where I go on screen. The Witch lets you buy cards using moolah and also lets you reject cards that you don't want as well as swap them out. The cards I'm currently using are Sturdy, Desperado and Longshot, which I would highly recommend, especially Sturdy because it's probably the best card in the game. But do remember that different cards do work better for different builds, so figure out what works best for you. You'll probably notice that the Witch also has a couple of other uses. You can give her the dogbane herb to de-age you by 20 years, or you can sell it to her for 2,500 moolah, or you can give it to her to reset your stand as well if you want a different one. Moving on to stand obtainment, every so often you'll see a message appear on your screen saying something like it has spawned again and then followed by a beam of light indicating where a corpse part has spawned. If a player picks up the corpse part they'll start blinking white every few seconds, which can be seen from very far away, if not from across the map. So if you get the corpse part, get a run on because people will be chasing after you for it. While holding the corpse part, every time you blink white you have a chance to merge with it, and if successfully merged then you'll be given a stand at random. But I would be wary because if you die while holding the corpse part you will drop it for anybody else to pick up after. There's also an alternate way to get stands, which is by fishing for arrow shards. These shards are extremely rare to fish for though, coming in at a whopping 0.1% chance to pull up, although it is how I got my stand, I can't lie. To locate the lumberman's hut, simply head rightwards from tackle bait. Here you can buy an axe that enables you to cut trees down and then sell that wood back to the lumberman for some extra money. There's also a small chance that while cutting trees down you get a Rokakaka seed. However, you can't just plant the seed anywhere, you need to plant it on steady ground. And the only biome in the game right now that has steady ground is the Greenlands. So once you're here you'll want to find a good spot before planting the seed because other people can actually steal your Rokakas. Once finding a spot, simply click the ground and then wait a minute or two for your seed to grow. Once your Rokas are finished growing, you'll hear a little sound as well as see a little visual effect. And then all you need to do is harvest them. And Rokas are mainly used for trading, however I'll make a completely separate video getting into that in the future. Do note that you can also get dogbane herbs from cutting down trees in the swamp, although these trees do take significantly longer to cut down than trees normally. I completely forgot to mention, but there's also an ability everybody has access to called Ocular Prowess, which pretty much just highlights enemies in the distance, giving you an easier time spotting them. As well as with the Mare's leg, if you fished one up, you can take it to this NPC behind Ridgeby County over the bridge and he'll fix it for you for 1,500 moolah. You can also do a little minigame with this NPC for moolah. Alright guys, this is going to be where I probably wrap up the guide though. I know that there have been newer abilities added to the game like Spin and Vampire is down the line at some point, but in my opinion, both of those are more mid-game things and stuff that you go for after already progressing and knowing what you're doing, so I'll cover those in separate videos just like with trading. But until then, if you benefited from this guide or found it helpful in any way, please do consider subscribing, leaving a like and commenting because it really does help the video, and I'll see you guys in the next Bridger Western video. Peace!